Well, good morning. It's day 2. We had a rather unsettled night last night, to say the least. This time of year, you get the big male stags are out kind of defending their territory. And at 3 o'clock this morning, well, between 2:30 and 3, we heard the noise of a red deer stag in full rutting mode, patrolling the area round about here. It didn't sound like it was very far away from our tents. If you haven't ever heard that noise, I'm going to share it with you now. Yeah, that's what we had in the pitch black at 3 o'clock in the morning here. To say it was a little disconcerting is an understatement. Anyway, we're having a kind of lazy start this morning. It's about, what time is it now? Between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, I would think. 10 to 8. 10 to 8. And we're going to have a lazy start because on a Sunday the shop in Kirkmichael doesn't open till 10 o'clock. So we're going to have a bit of a lazy morning. We've not got a long day today. Yesterday was a long day. This trail, we're doing it, and the way it seems to work out is first day's long, second day's short, third day's long, fourth day's short, and fifth day's a long one again. So this is one of our shorter days. So we're taking it easy this morning. Coffee, bit of porridge into us, get the camp taken down, and then we'll get going. Well, that's us packed up and ready to head off to Kirkmichael. We reckon it's going to be about an hour this morning, and as ever, behind us, leave no trace. It's been a great wee camping spot, other than the fact that we got woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning by that giant stag. Anyway, let's get the packs on and let's get going down to Kirkmichael. We're hopefully going to get some breakfast. Right, speak to you soon. So, just before Kirkmichael, but an hour before Kirkmichael, if you're coming along this way, you're looking for a little gap in the wall there, and we camped ourselves down amongst the tree. Really sheltered wee spot, and quite good for the night, other than the roaring deer round about us. But yeah, we can recommend that. It's relatively level, so yeah, good. Right, we'll speak to you soon. We've just been in and had coffee and cake at the Kirkmichael village shop. Had to turn around and check that there. We've now got 8 miles to get across to the Spittal of Glenshee. If you're passing through Kirkmichael, come down, cross over the bridge, come in at the wee shop. They're absolutely fantastic in there. They will fill up your water for you. Their coffee's brilliant, and the cake is absolutely to die for. So yeah, we're going to head back over the bridge and back onto the trail, and we've got 8 miles up past the Upper Lunch Bothy, I think it's called, where we're going to stop for a wee snack before moving on again. Okay, right, we'll speak to you as we get further round. So we're just heading out of Kirkmichael. It's worth noting that after you leave the village of Kirkmichael, there isn't anywhere else to get provisions between...
We don't think so anyway.
Well, we don't think so. Between here and... possibly Aelith. So, yeah, we've spent a good hour in there having lovely coffee, having cake. They've got all the provisions you're going to need in there. And the staff can't do enough for you. Really friendly. So yeah, make sure you spend a bit of time in there in the wee cafe village shop in Kirkmichael. Enjoy yourself, you're on your holiday. Get everything you need, because you might not see anyone else for the next 2 days. Okay. Right, the sun is trying to shine on us, and we are on our way to Spittal of Glenshee. I don't know if it'll get picked up on the camera, but again, here is the utter devastation that Storm Arwen caused, certainly around about this part of the world. There are trees down everywhere, each side of the path. Thankfully the trail's been cleared, but no, there's a lot of trees have been taken down by that storm. Tragic. Right, I haven't mentioned yet why this is called the Cateran Trail. If you're not from up in this direction, I actually, even although I live in Falkirk, which isn't a million miles away from here, didn't even know about the Cateran Trail. The Caterans were a group of Highlanders who used to go around here sheep and cattle rustling. They would have been roaming all over this place, nicking folks' sheep and cattle, taking them to the market and selling them. So this has been named after them, the Caterans. While we're here and stop for a little bit on this bridge, I want to talk about another bit of equipment that we use, the walking poles. Now, if you're not a pole user, what I could say, if you're going to be doing a lot of long distance hikes, the poles can come in really useful. It takes a little bit of weight off your shoulders and makes you feel like your arms are doing a bit of the work too. John and I have both got the black diamond poles. Mine are the red and black ones, and John's are a kind of grey and light blue colour, kind of charcoal grey. Yeah, it can help to power you along. It almost feels like you're pushing yourself along with the poles. Now, something that my ski instructor when I was at college told me, don't put your hand through the loop first and then grab the pole. This is a mistake a lot of people make. If you fall with your hands through the loops, your thumbs are trapped. This is where you're going to get dislocated thumbs. So if you are using poles, go through the loop first and then bring your hands down over the poles, and that way if you fall, your hands are free, no dislocated thumbs. But John and I certainly find them very useful when we're out walking on the kind of longer distance trails. Great for coming downhill in Munros as well. I don't tend to use them on the way up, but certainly coming down the steeper hills, they can be good for giving you those extra 2 points of stability as you travel. Right, we're going to stop here for another few minutes and then we're going to get cracking again. So that's us, we're out onto the moorland proper now, out the woods, and we're now looking for Upper Lunch Hut, which is somewhere out here, and we're going to stop and have a cup of soup before moving on. If you've done the West Highland Way before, this definitely feels a wee bit like the path that takes you from Kinlochleven over into Fort William. So yeah, it feels like we're properly up in the hills now, which is quite nice. Anyway, I'll sign off here just now and we'll bring you back again when we get to Upper Lunch Bothy. So let's give you a guided tour of the upper lunch hut. If you are coming up here, we came across this little sign that says, "Door does not stay closed, please pull the small bench behind when leaving." We couldn't understand why we couldn't get into the place, but yeah, that's the reason why. So yeah, loads of bench seats. I watched a video where some poor chap slept just down this bit here. I wouldn't fancy it myself. Something has been in here and either, don't know whether a sheep's got in and has spent the night in here pooping on the floor. But yeah, there's plenty of bits to sit. This is a wee separate bit next door. And it's quite a nice wee bothy. We've parked ourselves here near the door. Let the steam head out. And yeah, it's a nice wee spot to rest your legs for 20 minutes, or if you decide to stay the night, good luck to you. I'm not a fan of bothies myself, but if it's your thing, then yeah, stop off here, spend the night, and make it part of your adventure. Well, that's us. We're up at the upper lunch hut. We're about 2 miles short of the Spittal of Glenshee now. So as you'll have seen, we've stopped for a hot chocolate. There's loads of seating in this wee bothy. I don't know how many people are expecting to come up here, but anyway, if you're coming up here with a large group, you've got plenty of places for everyone to sit down. So yeah, I'm just letting my soup cool down, and then we're going to get ourselves packed up and walk the last 2 miles down, and hopefully somewhere down the Spittal of Glenshee we're going to find somewhere to put our heads down for tonight. Right, well, that's us. We've climbed to the top out the back of the glen from the upper lunch hut. Oh, I don't know if you're picking that up. There's a grouse making a bit of a racket in the background here. Yeah, be prepared when you're climbing up out of Enochdhu up to the upper lunch hut. By the time you get up to the trig marker at the top, not a trig marker, way marker at the top, you've already climbed over 600 metres, which is 2/3 of a Monroe. So if you're carrying full gear, just be prepared for that. Give yourself time. It's not going to be fast to get up here, but yeah, take your time. Good views when we get to the top, and the sun is not far away from going down behind us. We've got probably another hour and a bit to go. So yeah, right. Time to top off this hill and get down the other side into the Spittal of Glenshee. Well, that's us. We've topped out and we're now looking down towards the Spittal of Glenshee. Off in the distance there you can see the top of the Cateran Well, and over to the right of it is the Glass Mall and the Glass Mall circuit. So yeah, as the saying goes, it's all downhill from here. I don't know if the camera's going to pick this out, but this is the noise we had to put up with last night if you listen. Yeah, there's 3 or 4 big stags up the hill here, and a bunch of females with them. What a noise they're making. But yeah, we're going to get further down so that we don't hear them in the night. Hopefully you're hearing me over the wind. That's our stop for tonight. We're about half a mile from the Spittal of Glenshee. We've managed to find this idyllic little spot. You could probably hear the river in the background. It is drowning out the hundreds of deer that are up in this glen behind us. So we've managed to get this wee spot. John's on the other side of the river, I'm on this side. We're probably not going to hear each other snoring tonight, which is probably good for both of us. I'm going to spin you around and let you have a look. So there we go. The 2 flattest pitches we could find here. I'll leave a what 3 words down below if you want to come and use this little spot yourself. So we've got fresh drinking water here, so that's always great for refilling in the morning. And we're half a mile's walk down to Spittal of Glenshee in the morning. So, yep, thanks for joining us on day 2 of the Cateran Trail. And I'm going to go and get my dinner on, and we'll speak to you in the morning.